What is up, Scorpio? How are y'all doing? It's bonus time. Time for your bonus reading for December 2023. Basically, I'm just looking to see if there were any missed details from the main monthly reading. A couple of cool things to talk about before we get started, but it's going to be fun, so make sure you stick around. What's up, Scorpio? How y'all doing? It's time for the bonus reading for December 2023. So for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. So we've made up our mind as to what sale we wanted to do for the month of December. And this is so cool. It's so funny because this was totally random and spur of the moment. But I decided to bring back old school 2019 prices. And just like the whole scheduling and pricing setup from 2019, 2020. So a regular full pre-recorded personal reading, $50. And you receive it 3 days after I receive your payment and your notes and information. Okay, I have to have both of them before the time clock starts counting. Okay, or if you want it in 24 hours, $100. Bam. Simple, straight across the board, the way I did it back in the old school days. This was back before I had a website, before I had anything. If y'all have been following me that long, you may remember that first you had to email my wife, and then she got back with you, and she did all the scheduling, and she did everything manually by hand back then. That was back before she built my website. So that's what we got going on for the month of December. We're going back to old school days, pre-2020, taking a trip back in time to December 2019. So, all right, all that information is in the description of the video. All right, let's jump into this. Next person coming in. Let's look at the next person that's due to come into Scorpio's life. Who's the next person due to come in? Nine of Swords. What's with the nervousness? I don't want to speak on that yet, because what's important is why there is nervousness. That's what's important. Because nervousness and anxiety in a new relationship can make for a slippery situation in the beginning. So let's see. Okay, the Four of Wands, Ace of Swords, Strength card reversed. Oh, okay. So it almost kind of feels like, yeah, this, you know what this feels like? This feels like communication is just too good. I think you're very suspicious because this is just going too smooth. You know, this is too perfect. So I'm getting a really strong feeling here of I don't trust this. This is too good to be true. So your defenses are being triggered immediately just because, I don't know, maybe you just never, ever experienced a connection this smooth, this natural. And immediately you're thinking, man, something must be off. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. You know, I mean, whenever you're one of those people who has never experienced a healthy relationship, you kind of get used to that. So whenever something good does come along, you don't know what to think about it. Like, what in the fuck is this? That's what this is feeling like to me. It almost kind of feels like you already got your running shoes on, ready to bounce. Okay. Well, that's all I can get out of the spread right here. Yeah, you're immediately defaulting to a worst case scenario. This person's got to be playing with me. This person has to be lying, sneaky, something. Okay, when's Ashton Kutcher gonna come jumping out of the bushes? Am I being punked? What's going on now? I just feel like you don't trust it. Is this too good to be true? I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at what this person's actual intentions are. Let's see. Okay, Eight of Swords. So I think they're wanting to make sure they're not missing any red flags as well. So they're watching for red flags too, just like you. Knight of Pentacles. They want to move forward slowly, strategically, methodically. This person's very, 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 very focused on work and finance. Very focused. Could be like the workaholic type. Moon card reversed. So this person really, really, really wants somebody that they can open up to. It's just hard in today's day and age. It's so hard to meet people where you can actually comfortably open up and be who you really are without facing some sort of judgment. So it's like in 2023, 2024, you have a choice. You either just be unapologetically, authentically yourself and just ignore the judgment, or you stay locked up in this little box, because you're so scared of the hate and judgment everybody's going to throw at you. And those are your two choices in today's day and age. And especially in relationships, I think this person's definitely wanting to be with somebody that they can actually open up with and truly be themselves and express themselves with no judgment, no fighting, no, you get what I'm saying. But I don't think this person is afraid of being alone. I don't think so. So I'm going to have to clarify this Eight of Cups reverse. Let me see what that's all about real quick before I say anything. Okay. Okay. Yep. The past. So to clarify the Eight of Cups reverse, the Six of Cups came out. So yeah, I think that in the past they dealt with somebody where they had to walk on eggshells. They couldn't fully open up and be their true self. They couldn't speak their actual mind. They just couldn't embrace their actual self around whoever they were with in the past. So I think that's probably at the top of their priority list right now. King of Wands upright, King of Pentacles upright. This person ain't playing games. No games. So there's no this person is not playing games. So I mean, if you don't trust it, well, I don't know what to tell you. It looks pretty solid to me. Let's see the outcome for the first 30 days. What's the outcome? Death card. Hang on. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Let me see. That also is the Scorpio card too, by the way, for those of you who didn't know. Okay, the Two of Swords is reversed, so a decision is being made. Ten of Wands reversed. Okay. Now, I think that you are making the decision to move forward very slowly with this person. Very slowly. But you're still being super cautious. Super, super cautious. It's probably going to take a little bit longer than 30 days for you to really fully trust this. I know some of you have had experiences in the past where you trusted somebody with everything that you had, And after 6 months, a year, they turned on you, right? So it's probably going to take a little bit longer than just simply 30 little days just to gain your trust. So you're moving forward very slowly, very cautiously. You ain't fucking around, not playing no games. And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as you're cautious energetically. Hang on, let me turn my fan on real quick. Listen, let's see what advice we have here. That's the advice. What's the advice? I had a feeling that the advice was going to come out and tell you to do the same thing you're already doing. Just take it slow. Just take it super slow. And you know what? This is going to sound kind of weird and a little bit counterintuitive, but just hear me out on this. This is a little matrix hack that I've been using for about the last 5 years now. Because you know me, I'm all about manifestation. I'm all about picking and choosing the timelines that I want to go down. So here's one of the ways I've found to play with and manipulate timelines. This is going to sound fucked up. Just hear me out. In your heart and in your mind, find it in you to be completely and totally okay with the worst case scenario timeline. Be okay with it. You know what? I might find out that I can't trust you. What if I was to find out that you're still talking to your ex, I can't trust you, and you're completely screwing me over? You know what? That's cool. It's all good. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not the idiot here. You are. If you choose to do something that stupid and fuck this up, you're the dumbass. You're the one that ruined something good. Not me. I didn't do anything wrong. So you know what? That's cool. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. It's cool. Now, as weird as that sounds, see, our minds function in such a way where whatever we tend to fear, when we fear something, we grab onto that timeline in our mind and we cling to it and we start dumping a bunch of energy into it. If you're okay with it, if I'm totally cool with that timeline, it is what it is. I'm totally fine with it. Doesn't faze me. This weird thing happens in your mind. You'll let go of that timeline and not feed it any life force energy at all. And you'll slide right around it. You'll bypass that timeline. As weird as that sounds. I know. Just some of you are sitting there like, what the hell is he talking about? Just play with that thought for a little bit. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You might end up making miracles happen in your life. You just might. You just may. What do you say? All right, let's take a look at the past person. Let's look at the past person. Any details I missed regarding the past person Scorpio is inquiring about? Any details I missed? Five of Swords reversed. Okay, the Moon card. Nine of Cups. Ooh. And Nine of Pentacles. Wow. So it appears as if you fucking got it going on, dude. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. This person's looking at you now. Now, do you actually got it going on? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But for whatever reason, from this person's perspective, it appears as if you do. So I think they've been kind of wondering if there will ever be a good opportunity to connect with you ever again. And while it looks like you're doing better now than you were while the two of you were together, they're holding back and just kind of hanging around, waiting, holding back, and keeping their mouth shut. Man, I would just look straight up stupid if I tried to talk to Scorpio right now. I would look like a dumb ass. Because fucking, hey, man, after me and Scorpio broke up, god damn, they done figured something out. They got it going on now. They're doing so much better than when we were together that I would just look straight up stupid if I tried to come talk to Scorpio. That's what this feels like. They do think about you every day, though. Every day. But they don't see a window of opportunity that would be appropriate for them to approach you in any way. So it's not looking like a lot of movement's happening. Let's see if we can get a deep dig on how they feel at the deepest level. Let's get a deep dig on how they feel at the deepest level. Four Swords. Now, this right here, and I love the way it's depicted in this card too, because they're thinking about talking to you. Now, look at this in this card. If you can see this, see how the dude's laying there and he's dreaming about the Knight of Swords. It looks like he's laying down, taking a nap. And you see how he's dreaming about the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is all about communicating and sending a message. The Knight of Swords is coming forward with communication. So it's like this person's thinking about coming forward and communicating with you. They're thinking about what they would say to you. But the Ten of Coins is reversed. Death card is reversed. But the Eight of Cups is in the upright. So they're walking away from this, but they haven't fully moved on in their heart. They still feel unfinished business. And I do not think that they want you to know anything at all about how they feel. Lover's card's reversed. So they don't quite feel the connection as strong as they once did, but they still feel connected to you. I don't think it's keeping them up at night, but they do still feel your energy lingering. Yep. Okay. Okay. So to me, it just kind of feels more like a case of unfinished business than anything. Let's see if they're taking action at all. Just two cards. No, Two of Wands reversed. I don't think so. Yeah. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, both reversed. They're not waiting on this anymore. What's the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice? Would it be a good idea for Scorpio to reach out to this person? What would happen? Or what's the best advice? The Chariot reversed. Hang on. So if the universe put a stop to this connection, trust that the universe did it for a reason. See, I know a lot of you have heard me talk about the 3 stages of healing. The 3 stages of healing are 1, acceptance, understanding, and then gratitude. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you may be struggling with the acceptance phase. Acceptance is very, very simple. It means it is what it is. It's done. It's over. I'm accepting that it's done. And as simple as that sounds, a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people struggle with that. I'd probably say a good 80% of the readings that I do are for people who are struggling with that. Acceptance. You know what? If it came to an end, I'm trusting. Even though I didn't want it to come to an end, I'm trusting that it came to an end because it's time for it to be over. It's done. So if the universe put a stop to this, don't try to breathe life into a dead rose. If you do want communication with this person, it is going to have to be you that does it, with the Page of Swords there. However, the past will get brought up. It will. It will. It will. Not it might, not it could, it will. So are you in an emotional position energetically to be able to have that conversation? Or would it just turn into a big old bunch of drama and arguments and conflicts and this, that, the third, and the other thing? That's up to you. It depends on where you are in here. So take that information and do with it what you will. Now, we're going to look at the current person. Current person. If you are not experiencing any issues with your current person, this is not for you. I always got to give the current person disclaimer. I know the majority of you have common sense, but there's always a few stragglers. Somebody who has nothing wrong with their relationship. There's no problems. There's no issues. Everything seems to be going fine. But if they was to come watch one of these tarot videos, they would automatically think that I'm talking about their relationship. No. No, 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 no. This is only for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus Scorpio friends who are experiencing issues and problems with their current relationship. What's the issue? What's going wrong? What's the dealio, Emilio? 7 of Swords. Major, major, major trust issues. Major trust issues. Suspected infidelity. Especially if there was infidelity in the past. Okay. It's still strongly suspected to be going on to this day. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. So the 9 of Cups. So your feelings for this person are starting to become very compartmentalized, aren't they? There is a part of you who does have a very special place for this person. But at the same time, with the 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, there's also a part of you that is completely numb to this situation altogether. Like, it's not hard for you to flip a switch and go into an emotional state where the emotions that you do have are not going to cloud your vision. You know, it's not difficult for you to flip the switch and turn the feelings off, basically. Which always fascinates me, man. When it comes to the water element, Scorpio has always been the most fascinating water sign to me because you all don't really tend to operate the way Pisces and Cancer do. Not really. Pisces and Cancer are very similar. Very, very similar. Almost identical sometimes. But yeah, man, Scorpio, y'all operate on a different emotional level. That's for sure. Okay, well, yeah, and it's getting to the point where you're this close to throwing in the white towel. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. I also have no, nobody, just Aquarius. Okay. All right, well, let's see how they feel about you. Let's see how they be feeling about you, boo-boo. How's this person feel about Scorpio, current person? They suspect that you have a third party. Now, why? I don't know. I don't know if maybe you gave them reason to believe that. Maybe some of you may have. I don't know maybe if you did have a third party in the past, maybe, and you all agreed to try to work through it. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe this person is just so fucking insecure. You know how insecure people, you can't even breathe right around an insecure person without being accused of some shit you didn't do. You know what I mean? So, I don't know though. But for some reason under the sun, I think they're worried that you have a third party. I think they're worried about an ex of yours. Again, don't ask me why. I don't know why. I don't know why. But they're worried that you still have unfinished business with an ex. Could be somebody at the workplace. They may be afraid that you're seeing somebody behind their back at the workplace, possibly. So this person has been trying to figure out how to deal with these emotions of the lack of trust. And the only way they know how to deal with those emotions is to completely turn their emotions off. That's the only way this person knows how to deal with it, especially if you're dealing with an air sign. PSA to all water signs. Stay away from the air signs, man. Come on now. Come on now. I don't have time to go into that. So, I see the Page of Cups down here. So this person might be a little bit emotionally immature. But other than that, this is the Page of Cups, Three of Cups are the only cups that I have on the table here in this person's energy. Which tells me that there is a big lack of a deep emotional connection coming from this person. A lack. So far, looking at this right here, it appears to me to be entirely absent. Outcome for December, then. Outcome for December. Page of Wands reversed. No decision being made. Now, both of y'all are just still guarded, still defensive. Nobody is abandoning this situation. So basically, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Nothing's coming to an end. But the tension is not subsiding either. So what's the advice? Star card. So we need to come to a place of understanding. We need to come to a place of understanding. We got to get these trust issues fixed here. Somehow. Now, here's what I would say if I was you. Okay. First and foremost, go inside and check yourself. First and foremost. I don't care what anybody else thinks about you. I don't give a damn what your mama thinks about you. Go inside and check with yourself and ask yourself, am I doing anything wrong? Am I doing anything I wouldn't want done to me? No? Okay. Then that's your problem. You don't trust me? I can go to bed at night knowing that I'm not doing nothing wrong. I can go to bed at night knowing that I'm respecting this relationship behind your back. You don't trust me? That's your fucking problem. That's your fucking problem. No, that is not my problem. I do not own that. Now, again, as long as you can go inside and check yourself and honestly tell yourself you're not doing anything wrong. Now, let's say you have done something wrong in the past, but you're not now. Then that's where it gets kind of slippery. That's where it gets kind of slippery because either way, that lack of trust is like termites in your house. It doesn't matter if it's warranted or unwarranted. It doesn't matter if you actually did something to betray trust or you did nothing whatsoever. That energy will destroy the connection. It will. It will. It will. It will. Not it might, not it could. It will. Eventually. So we got to get that energy in check somehow. We got to get that energy in check somehow. And again, I'm speaking predominantly to the Scorpios who have done nothing wrong. If you've done nothing wrong, then fuck what they think. Your unhealed trauma is not my problem. We all done been cheated on. We all done been lied to. We all done been played with. We all done been manipulated, used, abused. We all done been through all that. I get it. I'm not downplaying your experience if you've been through that. What I'm saying is that if you went through that, it is your responsibility as an adult to take care of that yourself. Because nobody out here deserves to be an emotional punching bag because you were too lazy to heal your own problems. You under absolutely no circumstances are required to take that kind of abuse when you didn't do nothing wrong. That is not your responsibility. That is not your civic duty. It does not make you a better person. You didn't do nothing wrong. You've done nothing but respect this relationship behind their back and everything else. They don't trust you. That's their problem. Take that information and do with it what you will. All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. I announced at the beginning of the video that we made our decision as to what sale we're going to run for the month of December. And what we decided to do for my OG followers, we decided to bring back old school 2019-2020 prices back. Not just prices, but the whole scheduling system where a full reading is $50 and you receive it 3 days after I receive payment and the information, notes, questions, all that stuff. Okay. The 3 days doesn't count until I get all that. Okay. So after I receive that, 3 days. Or if you want it in 24 hours, $100. Bam. Straight across the board. Simple. We're taking a trip in time back to December 2019. So yeah, all the information for all that and anything else that is relevant to do with me or anything like that, all in the description of the video, y'all. All right, I am out of here. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.